All right, you guys, welcome back to the Canine Blueprint podcast. We're going to be talking about what is a narcissist, okay? This is going to be a very interesting topic because we're not going to only talk about what a narcissist is, but also the people that call people a narcissist. And then we're going to go on to what they has to do with the Canine Blueprint, okay? So, first of all, what is a narcissist? According to what I know, a narcissist is someone who people say is full of themselves, but feels superior or godlike, or I would just say they could have a godlike image, or they gaslight other people and their problems and feelings and all that kind of stuff. You can kind of go and do your own research on the traits of what a narcissist is, but the thing is, when it comes to a narcissist, it gets interesting because you start to realize, like, really all a narcissist is all the taboo and bad social traits that a lot of people have, all merge into one characteristic word, I would say. And see, now the problem is we have a lot of people that label people as narcissists, like how I said we're gonna be talking about people who call people narcissists. And the funny thing is if you try and call someone a narcissist, that's kind of narcissistic within itself. See, and it sounds like a paradox, but I can explain that. See, whenever you call someone a narcissist, you're basically saying that that person is something less of what you are, or you're basically saying that you know something about that person and you can classify and call that person something. What gives you the power to call that person a narcissist? You know what I mean? Unless you feel like you're superior in some way to where you can judge and label people as things. You know what I mean? So that's where the paradox comes in at. And then that's where I start to think, I'm more like, So really what happened is someone got really deep into Greek mythology, learned about the story of Narcissus, came up with the word narcissist, and started telling people that. It took off from there. And then from there, people have been delusional since. And now, why is that a problem? Well, it's because one thing that I preach is confidence. And I have a lot of people that say I don't want to be narcissistic. And people call me narcissistic if I act this way or if I say this and all that kind of stuff. And I'm all like, geez. You see, first of all, most of the people that are calling people narcissistic don't feel confident within themselves because they usually are judging people all day, all the time, consciously and subconsciously. A lot of people don't even realize that they're judging people. And like for an example, calling someone a narcissist, that's a judgment within itself. But anyways, it's just a lot of things a lot of people don't realize, like you can actually be confident and don't worry about what other people say. Like if someone calls you a narcissist, that just means that whatever you're doing, they just feel like they can't achieve, or they don't believe that you should be doing, or they don't believe should be done. And they just basically whenever someone calls you a narcissist, they don't agree with what you have going on, like just to make it simple, or what you're doing, or you know what I'm saying, or something that you have done, they don't agree with. That's basically simple way to put it. Because that's the only way you can be labeled as a narcissist, is that you've done something, or you act some way, or you put out a certain intention that makes someone want to label you that way. So, with that being said, you can take the label out of the way and break it down to just human nature and all that kind of stuff. And how I said, once you get it down to the core of it, you will start to realize that don't even worry about being classified as narcissistic or anything like that. Just be confident, be happy, express how you really feel, express what you really want, and go for what you really want. Don't ever hold back your light or your excitement or your joy or underachieve just because you don't want to outshine or you don't want to make people jealous or you don't want to be narcissistic. Or don't like whenever you talk, don't try to be humble, because that's another thing. Okay, so let's talk about people that act humble. Okay, whenever you try and act humble, that within itself is kind of unhumble, because by trying to act humble, you're basically are putting out the intention that you feel that you are superior and you need to dim your actions, because you feel that if you don't dim your actions or if you don't dim your way of being, that you will make others feel little, and you have no actual proof of that, so you have no actual reason to be humble. Okay, so with that being said, that kind of sounds like some deep stuff. It's gonna take some thinking, and I want to hear you guys' opinion on this, okay? Because I gave a lot of this thought, and I was just like, a lot of these things are contradictory, and I guess this is why certain people achieve certain things and do certain things, because they think differently. You know what I mean? And that's kind of why I did this Canine Blueprint podcast, because I want to give people a different way of thinking, and then maybe they'll make different decisions, you know what I mean? Or maybe they'll act differently. And like how I said, these podcasts are only going to be a little short, a glimpse of pieces of what's going to be in like the actual books. This is going to be book 2, What is a Narcissist? I hope you guys really enjoyed this podcast. Make sure you like and subscribe. Keep making them canine game. You got know how to get it.